Take some wax, a filigree paper doily, an A3 card, images that are already in your mind, and use that open mind to explore, see what you find. I found a woman laced in wax.
When I first made this board for doilies, I was just using the doily that I had, and a lot of people have asked me where they can get the doilies which are pierced all over. Really it doesn't actually matter, you know, there are so many doilies that you can get, square ones, round ones, beautiful shapes, little tiny ones like these ones. The point is to use what you've got, what you can get, and use it effectively. Find a way of using that. Even with these solid centered ones, what you could do is fold them up and then use scissors to cut, so that when they're all folded up and cut and you open them out again, you can pierce the centers. So there's all sorts of things you can do to utilise the doilies that you can get. Search around on the internet, use different spellings, and you'll find all sorts. These are some of the ones that I've found, and they'll all produce slightly different effects than these, but the square ones, for instance, are great for patterning, building up structures and so on. So see what you can do.
When you're making a little film like this, it's nice if everything works out well and goes right, but well, this just got worse and worse. So I'm trying to heat it up now, because what I've done is I've put the wax on, taken so long doing it that it's all stuck, and the whole doilie's now stuck to the paper underneath, and whoops, now I've ripped half of it off and I've got a big hole. But never mind. The point about creative work is just to make the best of what you got and keep going. It'll work out in the end, don't worry. So I'm just gently working along, creating background information, allowing my subconscious even to ensure there's some sort of balance in the way that the marks are put on, the weight of the marks, and I'm speeding this bit up just to get through it. And there comes a point when the wax that was initially put onto the doily has been used up, so then you can put more colour on and you can adjust the colours. I'm putting the temperature up here as well, because the point is that every stroke you make steals heat into the surface of the table, or the work surface, so sometimes it's better to heat up. And you can see already that new wax is giving stronger marks. I'm sliding the edge of the iron down through this wax card now, and there's enough wax already on there to be spread. The idea is to create structure, and this next mark, this very mark that I've made there now, I'll just go over it again so you can see it again. This is the shoulder, that curve there, the neck and the shoulder, and that's what really the whole painting came to rest upon. It wasn't planned, it's just what happened. And the way that the marks worked out came to look like a torso and a feminine figure, and that's how the image got its name in the end. Woman laced in wax. Filling in these areas gives more structure, more body, more solidity to the image. And so the way that I worked was just to find lines and areas and think, well, I could fill that bit in, that would work. And again, just really allowing the subconscious to guide in this process. You don't need to have it all planned out before. You can't really actually do creative work if you know exactly what you're going to do. The whole point is that during the process you discover. And here just adding a little bit of patterning where the iron had slid over and it had got a bit sort of samey. These direct patternings with the iron can just bring some different shapes, some different forms, a bit more interest for the eye so that it's not all tiny doily marks. And that can give nice detail when it's looked at close up. It's a good way of getting new colours in or stronger versions of those colours perhaps. And then of course I have to do a bit of sploshing around, a bit of rubbing, just to take away the whiteness. You can see how the colour that's already there is available just to be spread a little. And this reminded me, this whole doily thing, of the wing pattern close-up of a dragonfly. Now, dragonflies have always been featured in the work that I do. They're magical little creatures, quite hard to film though. I didn't film this one, someone else did, but the close-ups you have to be very patient. Wonderful little creatures, very complex, very fast. All sorts of colours, shapes, and this magnificent lacing of the wings. So in a way they reflect the doily patterns, and the doilies reflect them. Adding edges creates a sort of a boundary, and the white line that I've put the iron up on its edge to create just adds to that. Down the other side. And sometimes you don't need to know what you're going to do. Here I thought I was going to pattern it. I tried patterning it, but there wasn't really enough wax. And so I scrapped that idea, just reheated it. And then there was a piece of tissue handy, so I just wiped away the wax that was there. And it gives a contrast, a dark line on one side, a light line on the other side. And again, just tidying up the edge with the iron. Give it the old polish, just a piece of tissue and a nice pad, softly polish to bring it up to its beautiful wax sheen. Turn it the right way up. And there we have my woman laced in wax.